I am here. I am arrived. I have arrived. I have survived the treacherous journey through the 3 hour window between me logging off of work and the stream time. I have resisted temptation. I have not fallen asleep. I have not uh, uh, fallen, fallen prey to the devil's nap. I don't remember how words work. Listen, I'm off the clock, okay? I don't have to think about words sounding good or looking good. I am not in the work mode right now. I just laid in bed and played Balatro on my Steam Deck, which honestly, since it's very common for me to fall asleep in the middle of playing Balatro, that is probably the biggest temptation I have ever played around with. I was indeed dancing with the devil, it's true. However, I survived it. I almost won again. I was on, what was it? I was on ante 8, and I would have won if it wasn't for those meddling not enough points. It was a violet super big blind, and I only had teeny tiny baby 150,000 points, and I needed 300,000. So, I mean, we were doing really good until that point. Okay, but how's everyone doing? Hope your week has gone well. Hope your new year is going swimmingly. Howdy Booska and Brew and Audrey and Lurkers, my Lurkers. What is up? Howdy, it snowed. Oh, so the snow has been hitting. I have been hearing whispers of the snow hitting. The snow has been arriving. The bus schedules got fucked up by the snow. Fortunately, they got a live Santa tracker, but instead of Santa, it's all the buses in my city. It's not Christmas themed, unfortunately. What a shame. I mean, Christmas is over, so I guess that's fair, but it's also just so nice to be uh commuting in a city that has the bus tracker thing, cuz let me tell you, when I have to navigate in the city where my workplace is, it's so much easier than the city that I live. It's like it's crazy. The difference night and day. And I'm like, why is my city not doing this? I want to have a wee little app that shows the time when my bus is going to show up. But I don't know. I don't know. It's all about money. Money's getting collected and it's going somewhere, but it's not going to places that I actually see. I'll never know. I'll never know where all that money's going. And then I guess now I have a car, so I will keep ranting and raving for public transportation, though. Don't you worry about that. I will continue to ramble about it as a public transportation taker for years. I will continue to rant about it like old man yells at cloud. So my house got 4.5 inches of snow. That's actually a pretty good chunk of snow, actually. But oh, well, if it's so if it's freezing rain right after that, that snow is probably going to be very heavy. Like, if it rained, the worst part about snowstorms, okay, driving in it is not fun. However, shoveling the snow when it's like there's a layer either on the bottom or on the top and it's like wet, slushy snow, and then you got the powdery snow that kind of just keeps getting absorbed into the slushy wet mass. It makes it so heavy. Heavy wet snow is so annoying to shovel. I feel like I do a upper body workout every time I have to shovel wet, heavy snow, but it's not a fun upper body workout. It's more like I have to do this and it's annoying. you know? So it's probably super heavy and wet and annoying to shovel. And even worse is when all of that is done, when the snowstorm is over and there's like wet, slushy snow on in some layer of your snow accumulation. The next day, because the temperatures drop even further at nighttime, right? The next day, it is even heavier because now it's hard ice. It's hard ice, and you're just slipping and sliding on top of it, and it's a nightmare. And you try to shovel it, but it's just like you have to, it's like you're making an ice sculpture. You have to like stab your shovel into it. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. I mean, we have a snow blower, right? But like, I imagine if you, for those of y'all in the big snowstorm, y'all probably just don't have that because it doesn't really snow that often where you are. So it's like, why would you have a snowblower? So I'm just telling you right now, the shoveling sucks bad. It sucks. I know, right? I can't imagine just guessing. I like to get to the stop right before the bus. Oh, the bus was literally pulling up as I reached the stop today. I have learned through living in my city that I don't, it doesn't matter what city I'm in. I feel like I need to be at my bus stop, at the train platform, at least 10 minutes before because I don't trust anything. Okay, in my city, I'm pretty sure the last time I took the bus in my city, um, you could stay at a stop, and the bus for that line will show up once every hour. So, especially in college when I was taking the bus back home to my neighborhood, if I missed that bus, I have to wait a whole other hour to get the next one. And it's so much worse when it's cold and windy and I've got like my, cuz of course I'm an art student. I've got my backpack and my big old portfolio cuz I had to present something in class probably, or I had a specific drawing class and I'm holding it and it's windy and it's cold. And if there's snow on the ground, I have to avoid the icy spots on the sidewalk for like an hour. Ugh, it's awful. And then there were some days where like the bus just like at this point I kind of predicted like they have the like PDF paper bus schedules, you know. So roughly around that time the bus should show up, but there are some times where the bus doesn't show up at that time at all. It just is gone for 2 hours, but the next hour it's there. And I'm like, "Hello?" Like there's no warning, there's no little cute little text alerts in my city as opposed to like Boston, right? Nothing. Nothing. And I'm like, okay, you're just standing there, I guess. And the most annoying part is that the signs for the bus stops say, oh yeah, like we got this app that you can use to track the bus. They're lying. You go and you use the app, it just shows you the static schedule. It does not show where the bus is at that time. And it does not tell you if there's any delays. It's basically a fancy app, a fancy version of the PDF bus schedule that they made me download from the Google Play Store. What's wrong with them? I could rant about this for hours, for real. It's so annoying. Oh, hold on. Um, I'm just glad they have a fare cap here. Oh, that's nice actually. And my job pays for the fare, so I get free commute. Hey, even better. Hey, my work has a thingy where you can what's the word? You can assign, you can allocate some of your pre-taxed salary to like a commuter benefit, and they give you like a little debit card that is only for, like, they check, like, I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they know, but they make sure that only transportation related purchases are made through that debit card. And it's helpful for me when I was taking the trains all the time and the subways, and I was doing this thing and that thing, but I couldn't use it for the Lyft rides I take from the train station back to my neighborhood. I don't know why, but they specifically were like, no, you can only use this for shared Lyft rides. And I was like, okay, but why does it have to be shared? I only use Lyft when I need to get back to my house. So, like, what? What do you mean? Like, I don't know. I don't get it. I'm just saying, if they had that loophole, I would, if they overlooked that loophole, I would have had more praises to sing about that benefit. But, you know, I'm just saying, since the new benefit year is coming up, I might change my things. I mean, I'll probably change anyway, cuz now I've got a car I can drive into work. But still, it's the principle, you know. Yup, shoveling sucks so bad. My street was all snow till it rained, then they salted it. Good. I'm glad that they have the salt and sand trucks out there, cuz that is so scary. Just slipping, seeing people slip and slide on the like icy roads gives me so much anxiety. I don't I you know, I just I don't even know what I don't even know, because I don't usually, I haven't driven in a while, right? So it's like, of course, I wouldn't be driving in the snow. I would not want to sign myself up for such a feat, but it's probably gonna happen. Our like weather, because of climate change, our weather up here in the Northeast is kind of freaky now. We don't we barely see any snow until like either February or January, and it's like multiple feet at once or multiple big snowstorms, one right after the other. And it's crazy. I don't like it. It makes me very nervous. I would much rather have it sprinkled out throughout winter time, and also like looking out at super gray overcast skies and like dead naked trees and dead grass does not make it a very happy Merry Christmas. I'm just putting that out there. If I have to have super dry, super frigid, super windy weather, can there at least be some cute snow to look at? That's all I'm saying, Mother Nature. That's all I'm saying. We had a little bit of snow around Christmas time, but it was only 3 inches. But it stayed and it looked cute for like a couple days until it melted. Our system has those cool ass like paper cards. You just tap to the scanner. Oh, yeah. We have the cards as well, but the cards make me nervous because every every time every time I have my card, I'm always afraid I'm gonna drop it. Like, as soon as I like scan myself into the train platform or whatever, or I go on the bus, I feel like I'm immediately gonna drop it and lose it if I don't put it back into my purse quickly. So that always makes me nervous. And I always like, you have to put money onto the cards. I don't know if your system does that too, but our system over here, You have to put money into the cards. And I think it's only super, super, super recently that you could, um, that you can use just your regular debit card or like Google or Apple Pay. I don't quote me on that. I don't know. I haven't tried it myself, and I don't believe them when they say they implemented this. But it's people are whispering about this. But yeah, you have to put the money on the cards, and since I keep worrying that I'm gonna lose it, I don't put a lot of money on on my card. So I only put like probably like no more than $20 on it, cuz my commute to work, it gets kind of chaotic. So I mean, I'm going to be using that pretty like aggressively, I guess. Um so just in the event that I lost my card or I dropped it on the train platform and somebody like scoops it up and runs away, fine, they can have $20 worth of commuter fee, prepaid commuter, um, subway, bus trips, etc. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll just get another one, I guess. You know. Also, yeah, shared Lyft rides. Why would I pay y'all to let me only spend that money in a certain way? That's the whole thing. That's why I'm confused. I'm like, listen, I know this is only for transportation. I've got my regular debit card to pay for anything else. Why would you not let me pay for any? Well, why are you limiting my Lyft options here? I just want to know why. Because to me, that don't make any sense. Like, paying for the train tickets, fine, beautiful. Subway, putting money onto my little card, great, amazing. I'm sure it works well for like parking fees, like having to pay meter parking. I wouldn't know. Um but then like the Lyft. What's going on there? Do they assume that I would only use Lyft for like my personal use and not related to my work commute? Do they only want it to be a shared ride because they want me to carpool via Lyft with a bunch of other people? Like, what is their deal? I wish I knew. I wish I knew. But hello, Clued. Hello, welcome. Hi, hello. Would you ever get your belly button removed? I don't know what that means. What do you like? It's just gone? Is it just like a smooth belly? Is it just like a void? Like, what happens when I get the belly button removed? I personally have like an innie belly button, so I mean, I'm not really perturbed by it. It's just hanging out. It's just the belly button, you know. I wouldn't remove it. What's that? Wait, okay. This reminds me of that TV show. What is the name? I think I might know it. But wasn't there a TV show in the 2000s where there was a guy, and I can't remember if he was an alien or a clone or what, but they only found out that he wasn't human because he didn't have a belly button at all, and that was like a big deal. I want to say that was Kyle XY or something like that. I never watched it. I just know that was a big deal for some reason. Let me look it up. It was a TV show. Man got no belly button. I don't even know what kind of show it is, to be honest. It felt like a very CW type show. I think I found it. I don't know what kind of show this is, but the promo art for it is really good. Hold on. I need y'all to understand. He don't got a belly button. So, like, if I remove my belly button, do I end up like Kyle XY? Do people start to think that I am an alien and or clone because I don't got a belly button like Kyle XY? Like what is that, do they then do experiments on me cuz they're like you can't be born and not have a belly button. You weren't born then. Like what does that mean? I don't want to invite scientific experiments onto my person because I got my belly button cosmetically removed. They just put that shit away, I guess. It leaves a scar, so what's the point? And it still leaves a scar when you remove belly button? I might as well just keep the belly button. My belly button is fine, thank you. Why would I even remove it? Like, it's so funny. The concept is very funny to me. Because it's like there's no... Okay, in this world where removing your belly button exists as a cosmetic surgery, it's not like I don't know if people have like gross belly buttons or something, right? I don't know if that's a thing, but like it doesn't do anything. You could even get it pierced if you think it's ugly and put like a cute like jewelry that's like a cute little gem or something to beautify your belly button. But to like completely remove it and then you think you're gonna end up like Kyle XY smooth belly button and then you get like this ugly scar that's worse than the belly button, you know? I'm kind of like like I feel like it's, in my opinion, I feel like that's a little excessive. You know, maybe it's if you have an Audi and you don't want an Audi. Maybe. But I don't know. You can get belly button reconstruction. Belly button reconstruction? But it's like a hardcore piercing. Also, lots of people can't get piercings because you need like a shelf for it to be on, and people don't have that. You need a shelf for a belly button piercing? I feel like every single like teenage drama sitcom in the 2000s where actors go to the mall and they get scandalously a belly button piercing, they made that shit sound so easy to do. And then their mom freaks out at them like, "What are you doing? I told you couldn't get any piercings." And it's like, what the hell? I just assumed belly button piercings were just that easy, like getting your ears pierced. And now I need a shelf for that? You know? Okay. Alright, I've yapped enough. I've yapped long enough. It is time for the game to yap at me while I eat my little popcorn snack. I mean, you might have to compromise. Compromise on belly button piercing? I mean, to be honest, I've never thought about getting my belly button pierced because I just assumed that I don't have the right belly button to get pierced. Right? Like, if you have an innie belly button, do people with innie belly buttons get it pierced? I just assumed that people with outie belly buttons get pierced. Right? Maybe they want to, you know. Maybe it works like that, but I don't know how it works like that. Okay, hold on. Before I let the game yap at me, I will look at this newest episode of Yap Dollar Chronicles that I know this is. Hold on, let me pause. Yap Dollar Chronicles. It's definitely here, right?
皆さん、おはようございます。
Okay, hold on. I don't know what's happening already, but hold on. We need to at least look. We need to at least look at this.
皆さん、おはようございます。 顔面水槽のモーニングルーティンを動画にしてみました。よかったらぜひご覧ください。まず朝起きたら11時半になっていました。もうほぼお昼ですね。水をこぼさないようにゆっくり起きます。そのまま1分後に朝食をナイフとフォークでしっかり切り分けて食べていきましょう。そんな時間ない。
The man is like a glass of water. I most of my questions, any question that I could have about this person's morning routine is that they're a glass of water. Also, their head is really in the like tube of water. Also, they are breathing eyes open in water. I could never do that. I can't. But now, hold on. Now I want to see the rest of it. Hold on. I need to at least witness it. Hold on.
ナイフとフォークでしっかり切り分けて食べていきましょう。そんな時間ないので、このまま手で取って落としていきます。
He's eating the grapes with the tube of water on his head.
結構難しかった。
It's not a
家でよし込んで食べることができました。朝食に4時間以上かかりました。16時には歯磨きをします。
The water is
乳にう
spilling.
がいをしっかりしていきます。そして16時半には水を2リットル飲みます。水は健康の秘訣です。しっかりと水分補給していきましょう。17時には運動を
I
し
don't
ます。
understand.
バスケットボールでしっかりと日々運動をねルーティン化していきます。
Oh my god. I don't understand. I'm more concerned that he is like breathing and seeing in the tube of water. I don't understand how that works. I'm sorry. I'm not that. Hold on. I almost clicked on Balatro. So, oops. Oops. The next time I do an after work game stream, it's over. I'm gonna end up pulling up Balatro, and I'll be there for like 6 hours playing Balatro. You know? The water is probably to help with the grapes. He said it was very difficult to eat the grapes. And he said water is the secret/trick to his good health. Okay, good. That I can believe. I can believe him on that. I believe that the glass of water man attributes all of his beauty, his secrets, his life hacks to water. I believe that. Play Balatro for us. We cannot enable me playing Balatro on stream. It will be me playing Balatro for 8 hours and I don't say anything. She just slurped onto this ice right here. Did you see that? She just fell out of the world, out of the sky actually, and just slurped right here. As if nothing happened. Leisure Suit Larry Casino. Real. Live action. Live action Leisure Suit Larry. So, okay. Whilst playing Balatro the other day, I learned that you could change the cards. And then I saw the different cards. Like, you could change the suits and the themes. They had one for Stardew Valley. They had one for Amogus. That's true, Amogus. And then I was like, how come I can't have all of the suits be Stardew Valley themed? I want that. I want that so bad. making a hat right now. Let's fucking go. Are you doing it in crochet? Are you knitting a hat? I've been catching the crochet bug lately. I used to do crochet as a kid, and I tried to make little amigurumi animals, and it was a nice time. It was a cute time. And lately I've been thinking I should get back to that. I should get back into crochet. Maybe my bones remember the actions of how to do crochet good, but me in my head I have forgotten. So I might. I haven't played for a few days since hitting a wall with a green steak. You know, I did not even know that there were higher difficulty levels of Balatro until y'all started talking about steaks. And then I won with, I looked at one of the decks that I won with before, and then I saw that you could change the difficulty to a different steak, and I was like, oh. So every time I unlock a new deck, I've just been trying that one, and I'm like, I want to play this one. I want to see what kind of freaky things you can do here. I didn't know there were different difficulties. So now I'm going back to all the ones I unlocked before and trying to see if I can win with those. Yeah, crochet hat. Let's go! I got a crochet hat from the furry raffle and it's nice. Yes! Crochet is so back, baby. I did some amigurumi for like a month straight, and now I'm like, ugh, fuck this. So now I'm hats and gloves. Understandable. Sometimes you need to change up your crochet diet. You can't always just make amigurumi birds every day, you know? Okay, so, hold on.
Hello again.
We were talking, okay, so, I'm gonna... Yeah, no! Late Antique Gaming. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. You're right on time. I am now going to stop yapping and then continue yapping about what I actually did in the game. So, last week, a lot of stuff happened. I already recapped in the Discord. Sorry. Oh, also, if you're new here, specifically for that one new follower, sorry, we're in 3-month follower only mode. Allow me to play the sound effect. We're very strict here. I've been here hustle grinding at Disco Elysium, and I rule this chat with an iron fist. No spoilers, no nothing. Spoilers get you killed and or banned. It's just banned. So, tread carefully. Tread carefully. So, to continue for real. Last week we talked to her. At the end of the stream we talked to her. And I completely forgot that I did not actually talk to her for real after after we had a meltdown over the hat. So we actually talked to her this time, and she seemed to imply, one, that her boyfriend kind of sucks ass, and I'm prepared to kick her boyfriend's ass for her, as well as all the other boys who are hiding out in the tent. 1. 2, there is a church here, and they want to turn the church into a club, which honestly, I can get down with that. That sounds like fun. However, she seems to imply that there's some spooky things, some freaky things happening in the church, and I want to investigate that. I am the supernatural void investigator, and I want to look into that. I want to see that with my own eyes. I want to know what's going on in there. More tribalistic markings. This post is covered in little humanoids. Okay. And this? A pole screwed into the ice keeps the tent erect. Into the ice? Is that safe? Trash from some unending party. Okay. Let's go in the tent. Let's bully the boys. Let's find out what's going on with the church.
The tent is just tarpaulin fabric covering a pile of stuff. The flap is open. Inside, 3 young men, all in forward-looking apparel, reminiscent of the sticker on the padlock. are listening to some new form of music. It's like nothing you've ever heard. One of them looks at you.
Okay.
Come on, get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out.
Holy shit. Is that Naruto? Oh my god, he has got quite a portrait. What's he got all over his, like, skin? Are these stickers, or, like, what are these? His hair, spiky, blonde, big collar. What is he doing? I want to know I want to see him. I want to see his character model. Doc's your character model, coward.
It's safe to assume this is their leader, or at least he thinks he is.
Okay. Squeeze in, I want to see.
Sorry, we barely have room for one.
Why would you invite me into the tent if you don't have room? How many of you are in here? Oh. He points his thumb at the lieutenant. Kim has to stay outside? Why not? Why? We can fit in the tent. We can smoosh our way into the tent, okay? This is fine. We can do that.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this.
Okay, Kim. Okay, but you can still join. I will make room. Okay, this tent is put up real bad. We can fix this.
I'm actually not, he thinks. I just dislike delinquents.
I'm actually not, he thinks. Okay. I don't know how old Kim is, to be honest with you. I'm gonna be so for real. He's younger than me, though. He's younger than our Harry Henry. So, that's definitely real. That's my headcanon right now.
I'm sure you will feel right at home. I'll keep watch.
Scrapped David Bowie persona. I love these guys. I feel like these guys are going to be very entertaining. Even if I have to kick one of their asses because they're being mean to the girl over here. 40-ish? I could see that. I could see Kim being late 30s, early 40s. I could see it, yeah. But, like, just straight up, my Harry Henry is older than him. I just know it. In my bones, it's true. Even if it's just 1 year, I know it. I feel it. Oh my god. Let's go. Oh my god. This music is stuff I would actually listen to on my Spotify for real. I would listen to this, unironically. What are we thinking? Smells like sweat and laundry detergent, plus a trace of ether. Just a trace, just a little wee hint of ether. Oh, wow.
You see a youngish man bleaching the tips of his hair with a toothbrush. He puts the toothbrush down and extends his hand in greeting.
The tips of his hair with a toothbrush. Okay.
Hello, I'm Andre. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Hi, Andre. I guess I'll be friendly with you guys. I don't know what the vibe is yet. He's very polite for a Naruto cosplayer at the club. Very polite boy. Shake his hand.
His grip is strong, sweaty, and warm. He's trying to project and inspire confidence.
Okay. Is that the sweat? Is the sweat the projection of confidence?
This is my posse, Noid.
Noid.
The young man with earrings looks at you suspiciously.
This guy, he's got a cool fit. I'm kind of here for this. I love the big necklace. I love the earrings. He looks like he's got a jaw that could cut glass. You know, very pointy. I like it. Also, he definitely knows I'm a cop. Like, they know, right? Like, they can see it.
And Egghead.
Egghead!
Egg!
The tape player high above his head continues to blast what is probably hypnotic music. Egg? So, Egghead in his portrait, first of all, he looks like he's getting Uber charged. 1. 2, he looks bald. 3, his character model does not look bald. It looks like he's got hair. Or maybe he's just got a really big head. I don't understand what's going on here. Also, they definitely have room for more people. Liar. There's so much room.
Together with a Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation, we like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers.
Wait, what? Not musicians? We like to think of ourselves as music venue organizers. Wait, how many music venues have you organized?
We have many in the pipeline, officer.
What does that mean? That means you haven't done one yet. You haven't organized a single venue. They're in the pipeline? Why are you here?
You see, we've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue in.
Prospecting for new real estate? Oh, okay. These guys got the most British voices I've heard so far in this game, I think.
Also for talent.
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
Oh, there's a lot of talent here in Jamrock? Wait, are we in Jamrock? No, we're in Martinez. Wait, is Martinez part of Jamrock? No, Jamrock North. That's us, right? Right? I don't remember. They just explained this to me like last week. Okay, I can't remember.
Place is a shithole.
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer.
Oh.
He has authority issues.
Okay, he's being extra polite because he knows I'm a cop. Okay, understood. Dude just dropped a cell's whole legal name. It's true. Jamrock is the next neighborhood over. Oh, yeah. No, I mean, I know that, but I feel like at some point last week, I think a cell was explaining to us, what was it? She was talking about Jamrock, and then I think Kim chimed in, said that sometimes we Martinez are called Jamrock North. That's what I want to say, but I don't think that's true. I don't think I remember that right. These guys are all just David Bowie. I could see it. Sell them the church. Honestly, here's my plan before I know what I can legally do in the game. I'm gonna paranormal investigate. I'm gonna be a supernatural investigator. Investigate the church, find out what's going on. Then I evacuate the ghosts. I bless the venue. Then they have a church club. But they gotta pay me money. Something cool at least, right? That's the plan. I realize this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues. Okay. There's no need. The place is pretty bad. Right, okay, so he's out here like, yeah, we've been all over Jamrock North. We're trying to find a new venue. We found a lot of talent, but we don't have a place to put them. Okay. I'll just cut straight to the chase. Was there something you wanted? Your friend Estelle said there was a problem with the church.
Oh, so you've met her. Good. Yeah, it's a matter of occupied ecclesiastical property. I bet you've noticed the derelict hive of narcomania on the coast.
The derelict hive of narcomania on the coast. Narcomania. That's such a good word. Also, I may have noticed, we also may be a part of the derelict hive of narcomania. Don't worry about it. Continue.
An attempt to pander to your perceived conservative sensibilities. No person his age would ever use a word like narcomania with a straight face. Don't fall for it.
He's dialed up the politeness and pandering to like 1,000, and I think it's very funny. Enough histrionics. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the church, and I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dopeheads and burnouts if left unattended.
He's trying way too hard. Dude, I mean, okay. I suppose he sees that I'm a cop, and he assumes I am holding these very negative beliefs, and he is pandering to those hard. He's going all in this direction to try and get me, to try to get on my good side. That's what I'm guessing he's doing right now. But I'm also just like, you're going real crazy. You gotta relax.
Dopeheads!
So true.
Burnouts.
Oh my god. He angrily spits on a screw, then starts cleaning it. Alright.
Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock. Nah, strike that. In Reversholt.
One of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock.
Strike that! The word!
Egghead is so good. He is such a good hype man. He's so good. Oh my god. I can relate to these guys. My local music scene is oops, all talent, no venues. It happens, it happens. He can't smell the communists on you. Hold on. Oh, I wanted to check my stats. I know I'm at like 13 or 14 for communist. I was gonna say, what do you mean you can't smell the level 14 communism? Alright. The world.
And sadder yet, because the dopeheads and burnouts hold up in there were the worst kind.
The worst kind?
He leans back a little, watching you with a steady, serious gaze, letting you imagine just how bad those dopeheads and burnouts really are.
How bad? What have they done?
Good. This calls for an opinion. You're an expert in those.
Number 2 is literally what I've been saying this entire time up until this point. I'm like, dude, you're going really hard on this. You're trying too hard. But also, this is so funny. I won't stand for narcomaniacs of any kind. No narcomaniacs on my watch. Shake your head gravely. And then when you like move a little bit, some like cocaine falls out of your pocket. Don't worry about that. I feel like you may be laying this on a bit thick. What's really so bad about these dope heads and burnouts? What did they do?
They're spooky.
Okay. Spookiness is not a matter for police investigation. That's a lie. We just investigated the haunted commercial area. of pure choice. I did that for myself. I wanted to investigate the ghosts. So yes, it is actually a matter for police investigation. What exactly do you mean by spooky?
I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer.
What?
All I can say is, their spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring this church into a community centre and a place of spiritual refuge.
A lot of people want to make community centers all of a sudden, huh? Just say you're making a club. What I want to know how spooky these guys are that you can't scare them away. I want to know how spooky they are. Because I know for damn sure it's not going to be a church after y'all get into it. Don't try and bamboozle me by saying we're going to call it a place of spiritual refuge. It's just a club.
Also, they don't eat or clean the building. Shit's gonna collapse.
Okay.
People just wanna spin tapes without them spooking it up. Places. No one can dance like that.
Place has bad signs. As in, like, sine wave? Oh, man. But it's gonna go hard.
My best work, but it should hold for a while.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Like what? How long have those people been locked in there, dude? You locked them in. How long have those people been locked in there?
Not long, like a week maybe?
A week. Okay. How can you be sure they haven't starved to death?
I'm super sure they're alive. I mean, come on. I'm at least 90%, maybe 85% sure they're still alive.
He went down by 5% in confidence. Bro, you better hope nobody died in there. I am the police after all.
Somewhere in the ruinous past that led you here, there was something called exams. You may have learned the term involuntary manslaughter there.
Oh. 85% is good enough. No one lives forever, baby. Oh. Andre. 85% is not good enough when you're dealing with another person's physical well-being.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Don't apologize to me. Apologize to the people who you, I guess, sort of kidnapped and entrapped in the church and they can't leave for a week. Okay, I'm sorry. And it sounds so insincere. He just said it to try and make the situation better, but he doesn't mean it. Andre.
I'm sorry too. I guess it wasn't very hardcore of us to just lock them in like that.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. Like, what did they do? What are they doing in there? That you're like, no more. But you don't get them out. You lock them in. So I need the key anyway.
Of course. Lloyd, give the officer the key.
Uh-huh.
All right.
The speed freak? Speed freak? The speed freak dips into his belt pack and produces a yellow key. He then makes a sudden, cool, infused move, tossing it in your general direction. Oh no. Oh no. You guys. Be the cool cop and catch the key as it flies towards you. I want to do that so bad. It's a red check. It cannot be retried. We've got a 42% even, and I have a reaction speed of 2. I need to get 10 to pass, minimum. Oh, man. That's so funny. I am immediately seeing that I'm, like, trying to, like, do something cool to catch it, and I fucking fail, and they try not to laugh, and then I lose morale because I could definitely hear them smirking about it. I lose, like, 3 cringe damage because it was so painful to be embarrassed in front of the youth. I have to try it, though. I have to try it. But think about how cool they'll think you are. Oh, it's not gonna go well. I'm gonna do it, though. Stream just started, you know, we can be as cringy as we want. Alright, so, be the cool cop. Catch the key as it flies towards you.
It's as if time has frozen somehow. You think you can sense the key moving in the air? Yeah, this is going to be way cool.
Oh my god. Why did I get healed by that, by the way? Okay, on. Oh, I got an 8. We could have had it all. I just needed 2 more. I got 8 instead of 10. Oh my god. Don't ruin the cool by overdoing it. Raise your hand in front of your face with minimum effort. Oh, and then the key, he throws the key and it just falls at my feet. It wasn't even near my face at all. Oh god, that's what's gonna happen.
Blam! Straight in the eye.
What?
Straight in the old eye orb. In the looking ball.
I took help. I took damage for this. Please, sir, I only have 3 HP in a dream. Be gentle. Oh my god. In the old eye orb. In the looking ball.
A stabbing pain. Tears stream uncontrollably from your right eye.
And he's crying. Oh my god. Right, I didn't expect the health damage. Please, I have so many kring for you to take. Take from my kring, not from my HP. Oh. Ouch. Goddamn asshole. What is wrong with you? Can't you see I'm in pain now? He's gonna have another meltdown.
Man, I'm super sorry. That was totally my bad. I got overexcited. Threw him too hard. I'm sorry.
See, when Noid says I'm sorry, I believe him. But when Andre says I'm sorry, I don't believe him. Noid sounds sincere, but we're gonna have a meltdown. Right? You successfully cried in front of another set of kids. That's what's gonna happen.
He looks like he's genuinely sorry. He didn't throw them better.
Oh no, he's gonna get another. He's gonna have another meltdown. It's gonna be so bad. Oh no. Okay. I'm sorry. Bend your face in a mockery of his useless contrition. You almost murdered me. A cop. That's use of lethal force.
I really am sorry, man. Just take this, okay?
He pulls out some black paper from his belt pack.
Well, looks like there's quite a lot there.
A lot what? Oh, money? Why is he giving me money? I guess, is this a bribe? Or does he feel bad and he just like tries to make like problems go away with money? Like that's just his natural state of being. Hello? Am I getting bribed? This is just like the penis flytrap in Saw. See, okay, I don't know anything about Saw. I ain't never heard of no penis flytrap. Andre is also voiced by the same guy who did Everard. That's actually really funny. I don't think he knows how to say sorry sincerely. That's fair. That makes sense. Also, but like, if Kim was here, he would be able to heal my boo-boos with his magical handkerchief that he has like infinite amounts of, and I keep taking them and not giving them back. So, I mean, I'm just saying there was enough room in the tent for Kim to be here, and he could have healed me. I need healing! It's a bribe. I mean, I'm not exactly a goody two-shoes cop, so I mean, personally, I would take the money. So I think I'm gonna take it. There are a lot of books out there for me to buy and read, is all I'm saying. You know, how much? Now, how much money? I don't want it to be too much money, okay? That's a little bit much. I don't want too much money, because then it really feels like a bribe. But if it's like 5 real, that's fine. Maybe 10, 15 perhaps, you know. Just got a blueprint from the first shop? You mean in Balatro? In Balala? 100,000 real. Oh man, if I take the money and it's actually like an obscene amount of real, I'm gonna be very uncomfortable. I'm gonna feel like I have a target on my back. I'm gonna be like, oh no, I took way too much money. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take the money. I want to know. I want to know. That's the least you could do. take the money.
I hope that settles it. Oh, wait.
25 real? That's more than I expected. I was expecting like 10. Right. 25? Yeah, I know. He just like doubled my money. And I'm kind of like, I don't know. I hope that settles it. Or wait. Like, literally, I think I just took a bribe and they're so gonna blackmail me for this.
The key?
Right. He cautiously hands you the yellow key ring.
He is shifting in his spot, uncomfortably, still feeling sorry for the mishap.
Oh, okay. Continue.
We were talking about the padlock, I think.
Yeah, we sure were. I have more questions.
Sure, man. Tell us what you want to know. Let's do it.
So, who exactly are these people inside the church?
Truth is, I don't really know. None of us do. I don't even know how many there are. All we've seen are glimpses.
It's gonna be ghosts in there, isn't it? I'm gonna open the church. I'm gonna go into the church. And then I'm not gonna find anyone except shadows on the wall. That's it, right? That's it. Like, what? All they can describe them as is spooky. And I'm kind of like, okay. But what makes them spooky? You haven't even seen them and you want the police involved?
Well, there's also the machinery.
This machinery is of the deeply mystical variety.
I had to sneeze. Okay, mystical machinery. Is this just another computer? Because, I mean, I don't think we gotta be afraid of the computer. That's just my 2 cents.
When I first scouted the place, back in February, it was abandoned, empty. Took some time getting the crew together. So about 2 weeks ago, we came here hoping to set the stuff up. Suddenly, there are all these strange machines lying around in there.
Cryptid traps, maybe? Which, by the way, I have not been checking. I have not been checking the cryptid traps. So, that's my only idea right now with the knowledge that I have is what if what's his face, the cryptozoologist and the crypto fascist, they went into the church and they set up the traps in there for the whatever the bug is, and I don't know. Okay, continue.
One of them has wires running into bowls of water. Wires into water. Never seen anything like it.
Okay, are they live?
Andre, tell him about the feeling.
Tell him about the feeling.
Oh, and it felt like there was something in there with us, watching us from the dark.
No, the other one.
Which other one? I'm not as in tune with my emotions as you are, Egg.
These guys are so weird and I love them.
Felt like silence. Awful silence.
Awful silence. Feeling like they're being watched.
For this man, even regular silence is awful enough. But that was something greater.
Advanced silence. But you haven't physically seen anyone?
Not exactly. We've just seen someone who we think is a woman go in and out of the church.
Oh.
A couple of times. And we felt someone or something eyeing us inside. But that's kinda it.
We've just seen someone who we think is a woman go in and out of the church a couple of times. Okay. Hold on. I'm trying to recall all the spooky happenings that have been happening in Revachol. So, okay. One, we investigated the doomed commercial area like a couple weeks ago. I wanted to see who the entity was. I wanted to meet the woman who is haunting the telephone whenever I call. Not the telephone, the doorbell. We met a woman in there, but she just makes like artisanal custom dice for D&D. She is not the entity. But when we called a very specific place, it sounded like we were listening to a recording. And Harry had a very strange moment where I want to say he described it as the woman was crawling around in his mind. And I don't know what that means still. And I just remembered it right now while listening to this story. So, is the entity is real? Is she in the church and not the doomed commercial area? I'm gonna be thinking about this. Okay. So, what was that about something watching you?
Like you aren't alone, you know?
It wasn't quite human, if you know what I mean.
Human.
Non-human means a predator.
It was this dark shape climbing upside down along the ceiling, like some kind of crab man.
This is gonna be another cryptid, isn't it? They said crab man, and I'm already like, God, it's a cryptid. It's another cryptid. Some kind of crab man. A crab man?
Yeah, you know, the way it was climbing up and around the ceiling, like a crab.
Now, are we sure it's not a literal crab? This is a crab man?
It was stalking a cell, exhibiting ambush behavior.
Okay.
Odd. Crabs are usually marine creatures and not known for climbing walls.
Are you sure there was a crab man?
Yeah, totally. I mean, I didn't personally see it.
Okay.
Estelle was alone that time, but I believe her. If she comes out running and says there's a crab in there, there's a crab in there.
Okay, but there's a difference between a crab and a crab man, right? One of them you can eat, and the other one will eat you, probably. If it's a crab the size of a man, giant pincers and stuff. I mean, I'm just trying to be very clear here, you know?
You should ask her about it, but be nice. Don't tell her you don't believe in the crab.
Don't tell her you don't believe in the crab.
The implications of this are too numerous to consider. Proceed with caution. Learn all you can before entering that dark building.
Yeah. So, can you tell me more about this machinery?
You should talk to Noid about that. I just got a distinct burnout and dopehead sign from them.
Sign?
Probably jacked up to some snuff station too.
Oh my God.
Probably, very likely.
Snuff stations! The snuff stations are back. Okay, so they saw the mystical, mysterious machinery. Wires to a bowl of water. And apparently there's burnout and dopehead signs coming from the wires and water. Maybe they're thinking probably jacked up to some snuff station. And I'm like, I'm trying to figure out how much of this is their imaginations running wild because they're scared, or if it's a very mundane, very homemade cryptid catching trap. I just gotta know. It's so charming that you like them saying sign so much. It's just so funny because I would never have thought for anyone, instead of saying vibes, to say sign, and all I can think of is sine waves. What other sign is there aside from signs, like a stop sign, you know? And you can't do it with any other one, can you? You can't say I got some dope head saws from them, like a saw wave or a square wave. It wouldn't work. But sine waves, it works. I love it. Okay, continue.
With a small surge of PEA, alertness fills you, as if to say, this is a dark corner. Look behind it.
Wait, he said you should talk to Noid about that. Noid is right here. Don't talk about him as if he's not here. A small surge of PEA. I don't know what that means. This is a dark corner. Look behind it. Jacked up to some snuff station?
It means like one of those rich boy private radio stations where you can listen to people getting killed on and jerk off to it. Sick shit.
Oh god, it is literally exactly what I thought it was from like weeks ago when we were talking to the artist. Oh man. Also, it's for the rich? You know what? Actually, you know what? The rich would do this. They would. They would. They would. I love when they randomly change words in this game, like sequence killer instead of serial killer. Sequence killer is also so good. Because it's like, why would they change that? It makes the world feel just a little bit more real, alternate reality. Like, okay, yeah, instead of serial killer, they're sequence killers. Yeah, that's just how it is in this world. You know? Or a translation thing, that's also possible. But I just really like how if it is just a translation weirdness, I love how it worked out, though. Like, that's good. They should not change that. That's good. I like the way they write it. Also, yeah, it's literally Squid Game. It's the Beast Games. Alright, so continue. Now I have the knowledge of snuff stations confirmed. It is in fact Videodrome, but for audio.
Not that we would know anything about that. Noid just likes to relay stuff.
Okay, so I wasn't going to accuse y'all of listening to snuff stations, yeah? But the fact that you said that has got me a little nervous. The vibes, the signs in this room have changed. Okay? Okay. Noid just likes to relay stuff. Yeah, sure, yeah, I understand.
He appears sincere enough, sire. You could, of course, be wrong.
I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. that I'm going to choose to believe they are not, what's the word? They are not patrons of any snuff stations. I am going to choose to believe they are not, because I like these guys. They're weird in such a fun way. But also, that will be sitting in the back of my mind. I will be thinking about this. I can't deny that I will be thinking about this. So, y'all better not be lying to me. I better not click continue. And then on the next day, I see like a fucking call out post, a Google Docs call out post posted in the Whirling in Rags, exposing y'all of being the ones who are doing the snuff stations, okay? Y'all better not be doing anything shady, okay?
We're getting derailed here. In short, you can tell to Noid about the machines. He'll tell you more.
Okay. So anyway, how can you be sure they're burnouts and dope heads if you haven't even seen them?
Well, honestly, I can't. But I am.
Why?
Why not? Let's go with that.
Oh no! We can't. Oh no! No! I was ready to argue with him. But my rhetoric? I failed the check? And I just believe him? This is devastating. This is so sad. I wanted to argue with him. How could they do this to me? I don't see a single thing wrong with that argument. Lying.
I'm 70% sure they're substance users. Don't let the technology fool you.
He makes little quotation marks with his fingers when he says technology. Okay. 70% sure that people you have never seen and are not sure exist in the church are substance users. Okay. Alright, let's talk about something else.
Sure. What?
So, like, you mentioned some kind of ecclesiasts own the church. Who are these ecclesiasts?
Oh yeah, that's a meteor name for the founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it.
Meteorin? What the hell does that mean? Who the fuck is the founding party? It sounds very Republican. What are you talking to me about? Before we go on, what do you mean by meteorin?
You know, of Meteo. Concerning Meteo.
And Meteo is?
Meteo, a country on Muindi. On the Muindi Isola.
He looks at you, squinting his eyes to see if you're kidding. Okay. A country on the Muindi Isola. Right.
One of the poorest of the first world nations today, but once a great ancient civilization. Capital, Tilakos by percentage.
Okay, I won't remember that. I'll probably remember one of the poorest of the first world nations today, but I won't remember the capital. Don't ask me about these things. And what is the founding party? Oh, the founding party. I know them, but can you refresh my memory? Oh, man. I mean, to be honest, the way I've been playing Harry Henry is I am super overt about not knowing anything. So, I guess we'll just go super blunt with it still. Okay, and what is the founding party?
Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know. I can't give you a precise definition, but they're a very powerful religious organization.
And
they have roots in ancient mass society. And they're the custodians of the Pericarnassian Church. Plus, they anoint the innocents.
What?
They, like, made the innocentic system, no?
The what? Okay. They're the custodians of the Pericarnassian Church. Plus, they anoint the innocents. What does that mean? They, like, made the innocentic system? What the hell does that mean? They sound exactly like the kind who would want loud, hypnotic music in their church. It doesn't sound like they would appreciate a dance club in their church.
You're totally wrong about that.
Oh yeah? Prove it.
The Pericarnassian Church is about love. And Nordic music is about love. I got love for my Pericarnassian posse. Love is the relay out of death. We dance!
He violently shakes the tape player as if to see if he can break it. Dog, I don't know. I was on board when I thought y'all were just being like delinquents wanting to start a club in an abandoned church. But if y'all are trying to tell me y'all are like the equivalent of Christian ravers, I don't know. I didn't sign up to help out the church today. I wanted to find ghosts, okay?
Love is hardcore!
Love is hardcore! So true, so true. I can agree with that.
Unity!
Yeah?
Unity!
Yeah?
Make some noise for my Insulindian posse!
He turns the volume up, then looks at you with a knowing nod, as if it's obvious you will now break into dance. No, please, I only have 2 HP left. I cannot take more health damage by trying to break dance, and then I throw my back out like Germa. I throw my back out and I'm out of commission for like 3 months straight. Come on.
You feel it.
Oh.
The anodes and the cathodes coursing through you. Your big toe starts tapping along to the base.
No.
As if testing the waters.
Okay. I now understand. It was lame of me to suggest otherwise. Hypnotic music is about love, and so is the Pericarnassian Church. Oh, man. Oh, wow. I have to see it. I have to know if they'll let Harry dance. I need to know for myself if Harry Henry is gonna bust it down sexual style in the tent. You know, I just need to know. No words, enjoy the beat, nod your head.
Feels good.
Okay, we didn't embarrass ourselves. We live another day. What is this emote? Oh my god, it's a thought bubble? Real? Thought bubble emote. That's pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty good. It would be, it would be so good if like the parts that made it like a square, if you made it like a transparent PNG, and then you can just have like different emotes have the like little thought bubbles next to their head, you could fucking, hold on, you could do I don't know, what's a good funny emote I've got? What kind of silly emotes do I have in my emote collection? Yeah, you could have something like, you could have something like this, maybe something like, all of my most chaotic emotes are from Vinny, so that's just what you're gonna get. That's all of my ideas. Perhaps something like this, or forehead. Exactly. That'd be smart, but I rushed the bit and just screen capped the stream. Live. We've got live emote making. All right, fair. That's pretty good. That's fair. Okay. So, I guess love can be pretty hardcore. ...
Oh yeah, it can.
So true.
He's coming around. You're getting it.
You're getting it. He nods at his friend and then turns to you with a mischievous grin. Okay, but like, I don't quite understand what you're talking about. What's a posse?
Your posse's like your people, man. Like you got your cup posse, you look out for each other and you party together. That's a posse.
And you party together. Okay.
And where is your posse, detective?
Oh.
Nothing comes to you. The world is silent.
Oh. I mean, I wasn't gonna say it, but I think Kim counts as part of our posse. We can party with Kim, right? Yeah, right? Yeah. It sounds like you're just saying random things. Love, posse, make noise.
Are we?
He looks at you mysteriously.
Yeah!
The one with the large head really enjoys it when his friend gets mysterious. Well, I mean, I didn't get any of my questions answered. Any of my questions, mine. So like, I don't wanna shit on their parade here. I genuinely do want to see the church get turned into a club. And there better not be anything shady that happens here. It better not turn into a snuff station. I'll get so mad. I get like the bad ending of Disco Elysium because I helped these guys turn the church into a club and then they're actually doing like snuff films in here. I'm gonna be so upset. But I'll do this. I now understand. It was lame of me to suggest otherwise. Anodic music is about love, and so is the Paracarnassian Church. I don't believe it, but I want to keep the good signs going.
Yeah! Yakokata! The place to be!
He seems ecstatic that you share his vision of Pericarnassianism.
I mean, I don't know what it is though. I'm gonna keep, if they give me another option to ask questions of Paracarnassianism, I'm gonna keep asking them. Because I don't know what that means.
Do it for the masses. Do it for the crew.
His friend forms a fist with the screwdriver still in his hand, approvingly so.
I didn't want to say it, but it was pretty lame of you to imply otherwise. Anyway, you got more questions?
The way he said it just now, the way he said this, if I didn't know that this is the same voice actor as Everard, this paragraph, this sentence, these two sentences I would have been like, is this the same voice actor as Everard? Is this the same guy? There's just something about the way he talks. And yes, of course I have more questions.
The one with the large head is still looking at you, nodding his head, waiting for your body to start moving.
Oh, they want me to dance? Here's where I throw my back out for the next 3 months.
You feel like you could go for a little disco when, or if, they get this club going. You've got it in you.
So, like, I wanted to ask you about this tent full of equipment, by the way.
Yes. What?
Hate to tell you, but it reeks of sweat in here.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Told you we have a smell problem.
He picks up a piece of telephone cord and inspects it. Okay. Oh, can I ask both of these things? Because Harry literally walked in here and was like, damn, it smells like sweaty laundry detergent in here. And ether? Wait, I also smell ether. Why?
Ether? I don't smell ether. Do you, Noid?
No.
Okay. But like it's mixed with a peculiar chemical scent, like laundry detergent?
He sniffs the air, then shrugs. A shrug is good enough for us. Why say it when you can shrug it?
Oh no! This is I have to tell y'all, I don't think I've ever seen my intellect fail me so much in a conversation before. We lost the rhetoric. We lost that logic just now. I want to argue. Something is weird here. Y'all are doing drugs, which, you know, I kind of expect that. But can you explain this? Or I mean, did I not just completely change my worldview to accept the Ravers and the Paracanassian Church? You can tell me everything. Tell me tell me what's going on with the ether. Tell me what's going on with the laundry detergent. The sweat I can understand, but the laundry detergent and the ether, though. Oh, this is so sad. The game is trying to tell me I need to be smarter. And I hate this. I want to pour all my points into being insane. Man, okay. Well, alright, enough of this.
He nods enthusiastically, no doubt a little relieved.
Oh. 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 Also, a little relieved, by the way. Hold up. So they're doing drugs in here. I know it. 1. 2, they don't want me sniffing around too close. I know something's wrong. They're not telling me everything, and I'm so offended. As their new Paracanassian raving brother on the dance floor, they don't want to tell me what's going on in here for real? What is going on in here for real? I need like godly logic for this one. I only have 3 logic, 17% chance to pass this. But interestingly, hold on. Maybe everything isn't quite as you've been told. Take a moment to analyze. And we've got +1, a cell was high. I don't remember us coming to that conclusion, but maybe Harry saw something that I didn't. I don't know. So a cell is high, or was high. +1, unexplained ether smell. +1, headphones were sold. And I'm kind of out here like she talked to us and she said that, oh yeah, my boyfriend, I think Andre is her boyfriend, my boyfriend sold my headphones. And we're like, why? And she's like, I don't know. She did not explain. And I'm kind of out here like, he sold your headphones for drugs, didn't he? He sold your headphones for money, for drugs? Is that what happened? Y'all are just out here getting high, trying to set up a club while high, and you're too paranoid to go into the church to set up the club. That's what I'm gonna find out here. Maybe they are cryptid hunting, not these guys, but the guy, Granby's husband and his bestie, right? Maybe they are cryptid hunting in the church for the crab man. I don't think they are, but what if, right? But I'm pretty sure these guys are just high and paranoid and they're scared of their own shadow in the church. You know. That's my headcanon. She mentioned she had a substance problem. For real? I don't know how I forgot that. I didn't remember that part. I remember her telling us that she had, like, what was it? Oh, I think she was talking about she had a hard childhood. That's what I want to say, because she ran away really young. And oh yeah, and oh my god. Okay, wait. Now I remember. And she was talking about, what was it? She started drinking. Was it drinking or was it drugs? I can't remember. Either way, she was talking about how she ran away from home super young, like 13. And we were like, what happened? What happened there? I don't know if we got any answers on that. I don't know if I even asked why. But then at some point she talked about all that. But the fact that it says Estelle was high makes me think, is she high right now? Was she high when we talked to her? Okay. I'm cooking up opinions here. So I'll be back later to party. Maybe. I'm going to look at the church. That's it for now.
As always, we'll be right here, waiting patiently for the news. Yeah.
That is literally not what you said, but thank you. That's not what is written here, but thank you. I really do like this song. This is genuinely what would be on my Spotify. This song would show up in my Discover Weekly, and I'd be like, "Ooh, this is a +1 to my likes." They're giving Daft Punk, they're giving Kraftwerk canisters filled with what appears to be water. The label says distilled. Oh, they are so doing drugs in here. A speaker, the big kind they use for live music. Why is the camera looking here? Excuse me, don't do that. You're freaking me out. A pile of nasal sprays, brand name Nosafed Ultra. Nosafed Ultra? Dude.
Hi again. So,
hi.
How are things going?
Sorry, I just want to see something. Okay, never mind. That's it for now. I'll be back.
As always, we'll be right here, waiting patiently for the news. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Now it matches. I'll be back. Oh man, I got so used to the music. Now I miss it now. Maybe Harry deduced it when he realized she could just stay in the cold with no hat. Maybe. Oh, wait, hold on. I also wanted to offer her one of my hats that I don't care about that much. I'm not gonna give up my froggy visor. No, no, no. But. You mean to tell me the orange bum hat could give me +1 reaction speed? Even though it makes me dumber? And I could have worn that for that encounter and I would have probably caught the keys real cool? Probably not. Okay, hold on. I'm not ready to part with it yet. I'm hoarding all the fashion, okay? I can't give it up yet. You also got your boombox you can put on. While that is true, the boombox I feel like only has this one song that sounds very it's not exactly bossa nova, but that percussion and everything is real good. And right now I want to listen to whatever these synths are doing in here. I want more of that. More of that, please. Alright, let's go, Kim. We can go inside here. We're going in the church, hey. We gotta see what the spooky ooga boogas are doing in here. I'm gonna save. I just feel like I should save before I get jumped by the ghosts. Are you gonna ask about the crab man? I guess that would be good to do, right? I really don't believe there's a crab man. I am anti-cryptid. I don't believe in any of this. And I would think it was funny if they made the crab man real. But I might as well get as much info as possible,
the
yeah?
shaggy-haired girl kneels on the sea ice. She looks up as you approach.
Mm-hmm.
So you talked to my associates, right? Are you going to help us? With the church, I mean.
My associates. Well, I mean, I'm already going to help y'all. I was going to help y'all before talking to you, so... Yeah, I'll help you, alright.
Great. Let us know if there's any progress, will ya?
Mm-hmm.
We've been waiting for weeks here.
They've been too scared of the church for weeks. Okay. Okay. The others told me you went inside the church. What did you see in there?
Oh, that. You're not going to believe me. There's no point in me telling you.
I have to pretend to believe her. Okay, continue.
She's less prone to blurt it out, crab man, than the others.
We'll see. Go ahead and tell me. I will totally believe you 100%. You have all of my faith.
Okay. I went in and I saw a woman next to one of those machines there. Noid calls it a mainframe.
Computer! Oh, also, I guess I have to talk to him about the computer. God damn it. I gotta go back inside. Hold on. I can't go into the church yet. Noid calls it a mainframe.
She was dressed like someone who's been raised by their grandmother. You know, strange old clothes. Had this absent expression, didn't say anything, just stood still.
She was dressed like someone who's being raised by their grandmother. Strange old clothes. Absent expression. So, wait, what the hell? The way they described this woman, they almost made her sound ethereal. They made her sound like she's not real. And then Estelle is describing her like, yes, she was real flesh and blood. I seen her. Okay. I believe Estelle more than I believe Andre. So, I'll take her word for it. Okay, go on.
And then, you know, right behind her, a man crawled down the wall. Upside down like a crab. Down the church wall. I think the woman didn't even know he was there. He was completely silent.
A man crawled down the wall, upside down like a crab, down the church wall. I think the woman didn't even know he was there.
He stopped right before he got to the floor, then just hung there like that, looking at me. Right at me. I fucking turned around and walked out. End of story.
I feel like the woman is real and the crab man is a hallucination.
Like a crab, you say?
The lieutenant nods. His face is stone. Oh shit, Kim doesn't know about the crab man. He wasn't in the tent with us. Oh. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so what did this crab man look like?
It was too dark. I couldn't tell exactly.
Come on. She obviously could. She already went into detail.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you described that woman's clothes real good. Like, sure, you could probably see the silhouette of a woman, but there was clearly enough light in there to see what kind of clothes she was wearing. So, and you could see the expression on her face. So, what did the crab man look like? Explain now. Come on, quit stalling on me. What did he look like?
He looked like a banger, okay?
What?
He was all muscular and stuff. Had a mesh tank top. I know it sounds ridiculous, but that only made it scarier in a way.
Wait! He had a what? He had a mesh tank top? Gee, I wonder who else has a mesh tank top that is walking around and doing insane things in the city. Gee, I wonder who else. If I could pull up my inventory right now, I would love to show y'all this fit. We are matching outfits with the crab man. That's actually so funny. That's actually so good. That means I should get a +1 when I go in there and I confront the crab man. I need to get a +1 matching outfits with the crab man, so that way he doesn't kill me instantly, right? He's muscular and has a mesh tank top. I know it sounds ridiculous, but that only made it scarier in a way. Okay, continue.
A crab and a banger?
I don't know what a banger is. Dude, I don't know what a banger is. But I really love how confused Kim is in this moment. I think he's picking up what's going down. I didn't even need to tell him what I learned in the tent. He knows.
Yes, a banger. As in a mess gang member.
Oh.
I know what it sounds like, but that's what I saw.
Okay. A gangster crab man? Yeah, I don't believe you. No. Now that she said that the crab man had a mesh tank top, I believe her. Yeah, I believe her. You were wrong. I do believe you.
Why?
What would you stand to gain is probably the most obvious, like, response to that. Because, like, imagine this. Like, the guys in the tent are definitely doing drugs. They will not admit to the weird ether smell or the weird laundry detergent smell. But I know this is involved. They're hiding this part. And they're already trying really hard to pander to me and what they think my politics are. So, like, why would she just like say all this shit for no reason? Like the only thing that can happen from a conversation like this is us, the police, thinking she's fucking insane. This is something you would not tell. I don't think this is something you would tell the police at the risk of being locked up in the insane asylum. You know? So there's gotta be something going on in there. At least. Right? Like, that's weird. Why would you say this? Like, why else would you say this if something, you know? Like, I'm already presuming that they're just too high and paranoid to do anything with the church club. But, like, this feels like it's got... So there's something else going on. There's someone in there, at least one person. But I think it's the woman. I think it's the woman who is real flesh and blood, and she's in there. But I'm unsure about the real flesh and blood crab man. Even though it is very funny to me that we're matching outfits with the crab man. Or what if she lied? What if she made that shit up? What if she saw me wearing a mesh tank top and said, yeah, the crab man is wearing a mesh tank top? In my personal opinion, that would be very funny. That would be very funny if the devs made it so that way she just like picks one thing that you're wearing and builds it into the lie. I think that would be very, very funny. God. Me telling the cops that I saw Mothman and he was a cholo. You don't know what happened to yourself a week ago. What if you are the crab man? Okay, I can't remember. Where did I find the mesh tank top? Was that in the Doomed commercial area? Because if it was in a place that was much more accessible, then I'd be like, okay, yeah. What if we are the crab man? And we were just like, Harry was like maximal fucked up on drugs and he's crawling on the fucking walls of the church. Right? Not even the craziest thing he's done before we took over, right? Basement of Doomed. Basement of Doomed was locked up, so I don't think that headcanon is true. But it would be funny. At least a little bit. And then the boys said that they locked up the church for like the past week. And whoever's in there has just been locked up in the church for a week against their will. Many things. Strange things happen. My thoughts, what would you gain from telling an insane lie like this? Like, that's actually absurd. Because, like, literally, they just want to, like, renovate this church and turn it into a club. So, like, why wouldn't they just do that shit already if they don't think there's something up here? Like that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out the opposite side of this, and I can't. I don't know what you would have to gain by making yourself sound like a lunatic.
Nothing. Anyway, what else?
So, anyway, I'd like to know more about your associates.
My associates? I haven't got much to say about them.
Ha! Liar. Ha! You literally called one of them your boyfriend? I know there's lore there. Tell me. She blows on her chilled fingers. I haven't got much to say about them. What do you mean? You must know something about them.
Of course I do. I just don't tell people about my friends and who they are and so on. I don't provide information on them.
Okay. From a regular civilian standpoint, fair, respectable. Because, like, we're also cops. Alright, understood. But, like, sorry, I'm here to be nosy. So what about you? Tell me something about yourself. I think we already talked about this. But tell me something about yourself.
Me? I'm a silver bird.
Girl, I don't know what the fuck that means. Kim, do you know what that means? Encyclopedia. Can Encyclopedia chime in and explain to me what that means? What does she mean by this? Okay. Maybe I'll ask later about all this. Maybe I just won't inspect the church until y'all tell me what y'all are doing. What are y'all about? Maybe I'll just let you stay here with the spooky haunted church and I won't investigate it. Okay. I'll ask later or whatever.
Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but...
Oh, it will. Everybody's gangster until I catch all the ghosts in their fucking haunted abandoned building, okay? Alright. So, now hold on. I gotta go back inside the tent. I gotta go talk to Noid. God. Look into the spookers in the church. Spookers. Wow. Okay. And then get Estelle to talk about her associates. Why does she call them her associates? She doesn't sound like that. Doesn't sound like she's friendly with them. Especially if one of them is actually her boyfriend. That's lore. That's on purpose. On God. What's
so
up?
you had a talk with Andre, and now you want to discuss things with Noid.
Yeah.
Good.
Skin shows through the holes in the Speed Freak's too large sweater. Dude, he's got boob window sweater. Good for him. Good for him. In front of him, an open toolbox full of carpentry tools and parts.
It's good you talked to Andre first. Gave me time to get a reading on your sign. You can't really talk to people before you get a reading.
Yeah. That's so real. That's so true. I had to pass the sign check before he could talk to me. That's so real. He runs his hand through his hair, which is combed back in mock seriousness, and continues to fiddle with some gears. Oh, please. Sign? Please explain this.
Yeah, gotta compare. See if we can align.
God, that's so true. That's so true. Interesting.
I suck at socialising, man. Even now, our sign synchronisation is way off. But I'll see what I can do.
Okay. He continues to rearrange his tools. So, like, I saw a sticker on the padlock. Can you tell me anything about it? Like, what's up with that?
A sticker? You mean the yellow one? Can you describe it to me?
It's a smiley face. It looks like a Great Value Nirvana logo.
Interesting. He wants you to describe it, though he already knows what it looks like.
Yeah, so like what's up with that? Like, why, what? You mean the yellow one? Can you describe it to me? Why? Why describe it if you already know what I mean?
So I can hear you do it. Sometimes the outside gaze helps us reflect on things.
Is this your logo? Is this your fucking venue logo? Did y'all make a logo and you got stickers of it made, and now you want me to give you a logo review? That's what this sounds like. It's his OC. You want me to give you a review, a portfolio review for free? Okay.
Noid, don't bother our guests with your games.
Piss off, Andre. Me and Mr. Cop are trying to discuss art.
Let's go. I knew it. I felt it. I felt it in the bones. I felt it in the cosmos. He wants a review. He wants feedback on his logo. I know it. He made it. I know it.
You shouldn't talk like that.
I don't mind a little foul language here and there.
Cool. The ban on foulness. That's the moralist plot to alienate us from our bodily function so they can control us more fully.
Okay, I'm gonna be for real. I didn't expect. I listen. I just said you could say the fuck word around me. I didn't ask for the whole plot. But okay. All right. Yeah. No, that makes sense. I believe you. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna be for real. I don't know enough about the moralists, to be honest. But that does sound like something they would do. This is a sincere opinion on revachol politics from me. My thoughts. Continue.
Anyhow, what was the sticker like?
Okay. It's a yellow circle, the human face with X's for eyes and a smile underneath. I think the X's mean the guy is dead.
Good. What did you want to know?
Was I right? Is it a dead guy smiling?
Yes, you're the 23rd person to get it right. And I've asked 23 people. Looks like it's a dead guy smiling to the entire human race.
Let's go. If that's not what you intended, you fucked up so bad, by the way. You asked 23 people what it looks like, and they all said it looks like a dead guy smiling. That better be what you intended. If you're upset about that, you gotta go back to design school, buddy. You gotta go back to art school, buckaroo, if that's not what you wanted. Okay. What does it mean?
He defeated history. We are living in the age of history. And in the eyes of history, we are always already dead. How can we ever smile then? Because history is a lie, and so are its deaths.
What? He defeated history. We are living in the age of history, capital H. And in the eyes of history, capital H, we are always already dead. How can we ever smile then? Because history is a lie, and so are its deaths. What the hell are you talking about, Jesse? What do you mean he defeated history? What does that mean? Like, okay, he had me a little bit when he said in the eyes of history, we are always already dead. Because, yeah, I mean, I guess in a, like, every year we pass our death date sort of way, you know? Like, yeah, okay, I get that, understood. In the history books, in history Wikipedias about this era of time when we are long gone, we will be dead, that's true. So, like, Is he saying that we can't ever smile in life because history says we're already dead? But he's then saying history is a lie, and so are its deaths. So does he believe in history? Is he a history truther, history disbeliever? Like, what does he mean? This is why I love asking the characters in this game for their explanation on some of the things that they do. First was the guy with the piss jacket that we stole his piss jacket from. But then there's this guy. Please, I want them all to tell me what they think about art. Oh, I need it. This dude took one psychology class in high school. Whenever someone does disco fan art and shares it through video, it's with this song. Good. I hope that Disco Elysium TikTok is thriving and everybody's just choosing this one song to show off their fucking speed paint of Harry and Kim making out, you know? Okay, so explain to me how you defeated history, yeah? Continue.
The present moment and life are the hardcore. The hardcore expels death.
The present moment and life are the hardcore. The hardcore expels death. What does it mean to be the hardcore?
Or maybe he's not dead. Maybe he's just really ecstatic about the beats.
I mean, dog, he's your OC, right? He's your logo. He's your wee guy. He's your Sona. So, did he defeat history? Because history is a lie and so are its deaths, and the present moment and life are the hardcore and the hardcore expels death? Or is he just really ecstatic about the beats? He's your OC. I don't know him.
Or drugged out of his mind, come to think of it.
Yeah. Like, that would have been the easiest answer. I'm thinking maybe the smiling dead guy is a symbol for communism. It's also dead, but doesn't care. He could also be drugged out of his mind.
Or drunk. Or in a clinical coma. Or glad to be dead. But those versions suck.
Yeah? Okay. I really am dying to know what that really means. He defeated history. I'm going to spend the rest of this week thinking he defeated history. And he defeated history. So anyway, what makes the sticker so modern?
Simplicity was brought to us by classical solarist modernism. And that was a tasteful, harmonious simplicity, right?
Okay, sorry, I didn't go to art school in Revachol, so I don't know what classical soloist modernism looks like. Can you show me some pictures? But go ahead.
Well, hardcore is not tasteful or outwardly harmonious. It's a warning shot. This will be dangerous. The echo of man's loss, haunting him.
Oh, he's explaining hardcore to me. Okay. Hardcore is not tasteful or outwardly harmonious. It's a warning shot. This will be dangerous. The echo of man's loss haunting him. Okay, so hardcore is just hardcore. Not tasteful, crude, not harmonious. This will be dangerous. It sounds a little bit edgy. I'm waiting to hear what steers it away from being just pure edgelord core.
The sticker, the clothes, the music, same thing.
Oh my god, please tell me the fashion. Can we do a fashion show? Tell me about the fit. Is your fit hardcore? Let me know. I need to see it visually so I can remember it. You come up with the stuff by yourself?
Not alone. Many people are thinking the same thing right now. There's a gathering at the Palaceum. The beat is the same for all.
Oh yeah, the Palaceum. That's the other club. That's an actual club where they're playing the same music, and it's, you know, presumably successful. As opposed to their haunted church that has not been renovated yet. Okay, well, I think we've exhausted the subject for now. Though I will be thinking about it.
I guess one could write an entire treatise on the thing. But what for?
Oh my god. I would like to read it, actually. So okay, what about now? Are the signs all right now?
Nah. Still strongly out of sync. Stage gamma disalignment.
Gamma disalignment? What?
You heard me.
Yeah? He examines the small metal bolt in his hand. You heard me. The signs are so out of sync. The signs are off. Bro, your signs were off at the Denny's yesterday morning. And we need to make sure that our sine waves are back in realignment. This is stage gamma disalignment. And we need to solve this issue. Check your sine waves, okay? God. That's so good. That's so good. I beat green steak. Woo! I don't know I don't know how hard green steak is, but I am assuming that's like a couple levels of difficulty. Woo! Yeah. Noid would have loved a TikTok and also twit longer. Noid has a Pinterest board. Noid has a Pinterest account, and Noid is like trying to put pictures on his numerous Pinterest boards to try and craft the hardcore aesthetic. And since he's working with these guys to make a club, he wants to be a trendsetter. I feel it in the cosmos, okay? He's gonna be a trendsetter, and he's crafting the perfect fits. Every time he shows up at the club, he's got another hardcore fit on. And people are gonna think, oh shit, so that's how I gotta dress to enter the club. Let me pull up. Let me acquire the materials to craft the fit. And soon everybody is gonna be wearing the same type of vibes, the signs. They're going to try to match their signs to his signs, so that way they are cool enough they're turtly enough for the Turtle Club, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, and he's got hundreds of playlists on Spotify. Yes, he does. he's crafting over there. He's crafting the aesthetic. And he takes like TikToks of his new club, of people spinning music at his new club. Maybe he also spins music. Maybe he also spins music at his new club. And he takes TikToks of him spinning music. I feel it. I feel it in the bones. Noid is a real guy. He's real. He's real to me. Okay, so like, tell me about the machines you saw in the church, by the way. In the snurch? The spooky church, the snurch?
Weird stuff. Specialised. There was a data processor and some sort of long-wave machinery.
So it's a computer. This is not at all what I thought it was. He cringes, by the way. Specialized weird stuff. Data processor and some sort of long-wave machinery. It's a computer. It's the big computer. Why is there a computer in the church? Wait a minute. Now wait just a fucking minute. Why is there a computer in the church?
Wires going into water. Gives off a spy sign.
Spy sign.
Or some fucked up Samaran science sign. You know, the kind that goes head first into the supernatural.
Okay, so like, you mean, so like Andre said that the machine, the mystical machinery, was giving off dope head signs, but now you're saying it's spy signs or some fucked up Samaran science sign, supernatural sign. I feel like those are three even different contexts. Now I don't know what to expect when I go in there. All I know is it's a big computer. It's a big computer. Okay, so basically also, what's wrong with the supernatural?
Nothing's wrong with it. You should definitely be researched. You can still do sick shit with it though.
Sick in the bad way, right? Or sick in the good way?
The sickest. That's perhaps why it should be researched.
Okay. So the supernatural, ... So you think it's real? That it actually exists?
Most of it doesn't exist. But there's also stuff that isn't allowed to exist. Because the moralists think it's too dangerous for the plebs.
Oh. Oh? I would love Noid. I would love to hear what things are not allowed to exist because of the moralists think it's too dangerous. Please tell me what isn't allowed to exist. I am dying.
Psionic powers, pale-related diseases, pretenders pretending to be human, folk rights, that kind of stuff.
Okay. Now, I don't know anything about psionic powers. I don't know what that means, pale-related diseases. Pretenders pretending to be human. This could go one of two ways. This could turn into the classic fucking insane Illuminati fucking reptilian bullshit, etc., etc. It turns into racism. Or like, what do you think there's clones out there? Do you think there's people who are like aliens pretending to be human? Do you think there's like what are pretenders? I need to know. I'm dying to know. I want to know about all of those. I need to know. Now that I see all this, now that I've talked to Noid, I think I know why he's called Noid. But why are you called Noid?
The hardcore aesthetic is esoteric. It's not meant to be discussed with the law.
aesthetic.